Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here at the Red Brick House, and it is Saturday. It's almost the eve of New Year's Eve, and we are here, of course, doing what we do, working at the Red Brick House, trying to get some more things done, and this is exciting for me. We had 3 friends that stayed over for a couple of nights. We had a great time cooking in the kitchen and things, hanging out, playing cards late at night and all that. It's definitely good for entertaining here. It got cold again. It got real cold. But check this out. A couple things that we're going to do. So, our friend, there was an Amazon store up in Pennsylvania, and Tracy found this porch swing. So we're going to put a porch swing up in here, which I think will be great. The only thing is the ceiling joists are all running this way. And I don't want to put the swing onto those joists like that. So what I'm going to have to do is, we're going to end up, I put all these in, they're tongue and groove. We can take off about 5 or 6 of these up here, and we'll end up putting a double beam across into the brick to support this porch swing. So we'll have the swing, and this will go back to the idea of closing this off with the other railings that we have in here, and getting rid of the concrete, getting some soil to fill in where the sidewalk was, and making this the entranceway. Now I've got some pavers here temporarily, but we're going to do true brick pavers here that'll make a nice walkway to go all the way to the gravel that will be able to be customized, as well as if you want to end up getting one personalized here to be part of the Red Brick House forever, we'll be able to do that. The other good thing is that's my hinges, so I can put the last shutter up. Oh man, and here's what it looks like. I'm very, very proud of this. The shutters up here, of course, that do actually close. We got the last one to put here. You can see our S-stops that are in place that we found at the antique store, and that just looks to me perfect. So we'll get that other shutter up here in the cold, and eventually have the porch swing, have the railing across there. I think it'll end up being definitely the new look. Now, interestingly enough, we have found old pictures where the railing did go across there. So it's not a new idea at all. It's just getting a new rendition of what, or I guess a refresh. And I can't wait when P. Buckley Moss comes back with these shutters and things that are on here. The new look on this, I think, will be fabulous. Now, last night, while we had company, because I always have this thing that I have to feel like I've gotten something accomplished every day. Oh, that door's locked. Go to the side door here. I always like to have a feeling of accomplishment every day. And so I'm always trying to do something, so at the end of the day, I can feel like I got something accomplished. And I tell you what I'm going to accomplish today. This is going to be big right here. Kissing my baby. That's the #1 accomplishment to get right there. But what we did last night, check it out in here. We put the crown molding up here last night, and the miter saw, the 12-inch one that I bought from Marketplace on Facebook, made life a lot easier. I love my small cordless miter saw. It's a sliding one, but it's only got a 7 1/4 inch blade on it. And when you're cutting these 3 1/4 inch crown moldings, it's just too big for it. So that's where you need the other one, but I don't need it all the time. So it's a double bevel. It's not a sliding, which is okay. I would have preferred if it was sliding, but it is more than what I need to be able to do these bigger moldings. So you can see the crown molding up in place. We went back to the, I went to an antique store, and I found this. This is a cove cutting planer blade. Unfortunately, the knive's not here anymore on it, but I'm gonna actually get a knife, and I'm gonna grind it so it's round, because I want to actually try and make some molding of it. And I also found this one, which is a tongue and groove planer. So this is what you would take the edge of a board, and you'd be able to plane it to put your tongue on it. So I'm beginning to love collecting the different tools. I'm gonna find I want to find a crown molding planer. I found one on Etsy. That's an old block plane that they would have used to actually make crown molding. And so in the future, I'll go through and be able to make some molding by hand to show people what they actually went through in there. I also, as much as I like this piece of cherry, it's not going to be thick enough, so I've got to see if I can find one of the floor joists that we had from my in-laws and try and start milling that up for this. My wife had a great idea. These fireplace pieces right here, we're actually going to make this a door, so that way it's a little storage. Back in the day, you would have had matches and things in there, or something like tobacco or something. Your pipe could go in there. But these are going to be little doors that'll open up so you can keep stuff in here. Tracy was thinking about a nice H, so we have H's on each side of it. That'll kind of leave, Holmes Howard, her maiden name, and my, of course, name as well on the house. I think that'll be a nice effect. We're collecting more and more pieces here. My mom has gotten so much stuff. They have a Buffalo Soldier here, World War I saddles, and a family member that was a soldier in World War I as well. And these are actually like boots. These went on your boots to help seal them up, keep your legs warm. So this is where it's going to be nice. Over here, of course, here's one of the old window weights. These are actually what keep the windows up. I want to have that actually displayed somehow here. We've got a little bit of painting to do to touch this up and so on. But then, of course, this will be great because you'll be able to come in and we can feature so many different pieces. Oh, and my wife found this piece right here. That's a wall hanging piece at the antique store too. So this will probably go up here like this. So that'll be a nice decoration piece. It's definitely handmade, hand bent, and everything else piece. Maybe we actually could go through and get a piece of colored glass, get somebody to stain glass it. That might be really interesting as well. And so those are some of the things that we've got going on in this space, but definitely it is coming along. We are going to open up this fireplace, not today, but we're definitely going to open that up. So moving right along, I'm loving how the place is coming together bit by bit. So this is the bonus room, I guess you could say, slash studio for me. We've done a couple of things. I've painted the cement that was here for the fireplace red, and I think we're going to go through. I'm going to work on scraping the paint that's on here loose today, and we're going to go ahead and paint this black so that way it'll pop. I thought about doing this white like we have downstairs, but then with the white plaster here, it's just not going to do it. It needs to be black. Looking over here, you can see how nice that looks being black. The brick is the prettiest brick in here. It's very rustic, and this wasn't actually a brick when they put it up. A visual brick. This was basically, these are kind of half-ass bricks. They're the right size, but it's not an appearance grade. It'll be plastered over. But for me, I think that it's absolutely beautiful. Getting the plants and stuff in here is actually livening it up. We'll get the shutter put up out here so we don't have that in the way. And we may, because my son Michael will be here, we may be going over and picking up an antique ice chest that will go right here from my in-laws that's in their basement, which will be really nice. I'm thinking about trying to convert it so it actually will be able to be used as a refrigerator. It's basically using, it's actually a low voltage refrigeration system like you would use in a boat. So it may be that we end up making that a working ice box. So that's what we have on tap. I think the look is definitely coming around a lot better. It's nice actually having this furniture, and I may end up live streaming the game from in here tonight because it's just a nice space. It's just different. So we'll see. All right, good people. I'm gonna get to work and see what we can accomplish. See if I can get that door finally hung downstairs. See if I can make some drawers to go in here, And that'll be nice because I can put a lot of the stuff that's here on my desk in the drawers and stuff. So when this goes back over there, it's can be better organized. All right, peace.